Okay.
So here, hello everyone. Can everyone to hear my sound?
Okay, once again, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay,
Let's move on.
okay.
Okay. So hello everyone. Today's here is the first day of the our Amazon Prime Day, and here why this the stream matters. And now we are entering the peak of the Milky Way season, and when our galaxy shines in the right place. And as we want to guide you in the unlocking some the celestial wonders above us this summer, and the swirling domestic rivers hold on countless secrets. And where do you start? And today we will do a live streaming giveaway. And as you can see, we not only invite some two mysterious guests to our live streaming house, but also we will do a live giveaway. And it will be the giveaway will be the power box. You can see here. This is our one most best selling products of the SV241 power box and hub. And another one is the drawer filters. And also in my backhand, you can see there's the SV5020, SV520, the beginner telescopes, and this setup. And also we will also give away in the last for OTA for our Maxdorf telescope for MK90. So here's all these giveaways, and we will do it one round by one round. So go ahead, Yui.
Okay, today we have with us two seasoned astronomers who will share some real-world observing strategies and gear insights that will elevate your stargazing game. But first, let's get this party started.
So everyone, we all know that astronomy can be divided into the two main categories: visual observation and also deep sky astrophotography. And that's why I'm so thrilled to have two amazing guests with us today. And the first up is Small Optics, also known as Jason. Jason is the master of visual observation and has created a series of incredibly helpful videos for amateur beginner astronomers. And he shares a lot of practical advice and selecting and using the telescope and the accessories, and also as well the tips on the locating celestial objects in the night sky. So let's give a welcome to Jason. Hello, Jason.
Hello there, guys. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, we can hear
Good
you.
stuff.
Yes,
Oh,
welcome,
great
Jason.
stuff. Well, thank you so much for inviting me on again. It's an absolute pleasure.
Yeah. Okay.
For all those who don't know me, I'm Jason from Small Optics. We're a small channel. I specialize in visual astronomy and getting the very best out of your telescope. Now, do you want me to start my little speech now? Are we all ready to set off with my little speech? Okay, I shall take that as a yes. Right then, guys. I just want to go right back to the basics of
Uh,
starting visual astronomy, and
Okay.
there's so much astronomy that you can do
uh,
actually without
we
even.
Okay.
we will invite the second guest.
Yeah.
We will invite the second guest.
Okay, right. Sorry, yeah, that's fair dues. Yeah, I'm having a lot of trouble with sound at the minute, and I'm getting like a lot of delay. I think the main reason is I haven't got an headset, so I will get an headset and next time for sorting it out. So fair enough. Sorry about that, guys. I do apologise. I'm having my own technical difficulties this end, so I do apologise.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jason, your sound is a little bit lagging.
Yes, I've realised. I don't know why my sound is lagging. Like I said, I'm having my own
We
little bit of a
might be
technical
having a
difficulties
delay
at the minute. We were all
in
right
our
when we did this
connection.
pre-run, weren't we? So I don't understand what the issue is now. It seems to be like a big delay. Try and think what I could do.
No problem, no problem, no problems. So first we will invite our second guest, and after that we will do the first round of the giveaway. Then we will release the. Okay.
Yes, that's fine. Yes, fine. I don't know that might help the lag.
I think still because of the delay.
Seti Astro 然后再出两张。对。Okay, Jason, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah, sorry about this. Well, rejoining if you like, and
okay.
just try
now here is the thing. We will meet our second guest right now, and then the first round the giveaway. And so now let's meet our second guest, the Seti Astro, and also known as Frank. Frank is a significant contributor to the field of the astrophotography, and he has developed the Seti Astro suite, a fantastic image processing software, just the free version of the pics inside. And he also created a lot of the script for pixel and to enhance the image quality. So Frank, please join us and welcome to say hello to everybody.
Okay, welcome, Frank.
Yeah, hey everyone. I hope you can hear me. Jason, I heard you just fine in real time, so I don't know what's going on with all that.
Also having a delay.
But
I
think it's on Mike and Ewa's end. But hey everyone, I'm excited to be here. I pretty much do astrophotography,
Thanks,
and I've done
for Lori's applause.
So it should be a good complement, both visual and astrophotography for the stream tonight.
We don't think it's either. It's our technical issue.
Yeah, we can hear you guys fine, Mike and Ewa. It's I don't know, it's like delayed coming back to you.
But no worry, this is the intro part, and we'll do the first round giveaway, and while we do a quick check of our technical issues. And first, thank you for saying hello. We will now move back to the backstage, and after the
Hi Frank. There are also some the delays of the sound.
No, I
delay
hear
of the lagging of the sound. I think, and
we
will do the first round of the giveaway, and then we will invite you again for the for the next the introduction of your speech. Okay.
Sounds good.
Now that our guests are here, let's dive into our first round giveaway for the night. I know some of you are already eager to participate, so here we go. The first prize we are giving away is our Svbony SV241, the power box. Okay. To enter, simply type SV241 in the comments. SV241, doesn't matter upper or lowercase. And we will do the drawing after the countdown.
Hello, everybody. We will do the first round of the giveaway, and before this giveaway, I want to say, advertise a small advertisement. Our Prime Day, our Amazon Prime Day, Svbony has began from July 8th to 11th, and it will be the best time of the year for pick up their equipments, and so please everybody, if you have any kind of needs of the equipments, please kindly to check about our Svbony Amazon stores and pick up your favorite gears, and so you can get your best price in this of the year. And thank you so much, and go ahead for the giveaway of the first round of giveaway. Okay, after this first round giveaway, we will invite Jason again for the visual observation speech. Okay, so go ahead for this first round giveaway. Okay.
Okay. Also, and for those who are watching on TikTok, to enter the giveaway, head to our Facebook Live or YouTube Live to enter the giveaway. So we'll be able to have your comments in the drawing. Just for those who are watching currently on TikTok, to join on the giveaway.
By the way, for our TikTok friends, because of the technical problems, you can go to our YouTube channel, Svbony Optics. The YouTube channel Svbony Optics. Right now, we are doing a draw giveaway, please. And thank you so much for our YouTube TikTok friends.
Okay, let's start the countdown. Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, draw. Okay, who will be the first lucky one for our giveaway? Wow.
Okay, congratulations, Seti from YouTube, for winning the SV241 power box. To claim your prize, email our Amazon store before July 15th to claim your prize. If we don't hear you before then, it's considered a waiver.
Yes, congratulations again, the CB, the winner, the first one of the for SV241 power box and hub, and go to the winners of the CB. And thank you so much for attending our first giveaway. And we will have for the other people, don't worry about it. We still have 3 rounds of giveaway for live streaming. And thanks for attending, and please stay tuned. And we will do next 3 giveaways again. So good luck to everyone. And so now once again, congratulations. Remember to contact us by July 15th and claim your prize. And now, if you did win this time, don't worry. There will be more opportunities later. So let's hand the floor over to Jason for his session. And Jason, the stage is yours. Okay, let's go back to Jason.
Hello, folks. Hello. Yeah, I think what it is at the minute, we can hear you fine, but you seem to be getting a bit of a lag on your end. So hopefully this is going to go okay. Yeah, hello again, folks. Yeah, my name's Jason. I do run a small channel called Small Optics, and I specialize in visual astronomy. And I'd just like to have a little chat with you today on if you're thinking about getting a telescope or maybe you own a telescope.
The sound is much better again.
Okay. Yeah. Great stuff. Yeah, and yeah, if you're you know, thinking of buying a telescope or got a telescope, one of the most common comments I get is, why can't I get clear views in the eyepiece? And I can guarantee usually it's nothing to do with your telescope, it's to do with certain things. But first, we'll cover them all. I'll try and get them all in this short time. But I want to go back right to the beginning of when you first get your telescope, or you may have had your telescope a few months. And one important step that a lot of beginners skip is to actually learn the way around the night sky. Now, this just simply means learning the constellations. Now, don't worry, it's not laborious and it's not torturous in any way. In fact, it's really, really rewarding. And it's probably one of the most useful things you can do in astronomy, especially on the visual side and also on the astrophotography side. Because even though you may be thinking about maybe getting a go-to telescope, for instance, you're still going to need a small bit of knowledge of the night sky. Now, there's 88 constellations, and I don't intend you on memorizing them all. Even I don't know all 88 constellations. And plus the fact, you know, they're seasonal. And also, depending on what part of the world you live on, you're not going to see them all anyway. But with them being seasonal, this means you've got a good 12 months to give yourself a good bit of fair old knowledge of the night sky. And I can't tell you how important and beneficial that is. Now, eventually you are going to get a telescope, or you may already have a telescope or whatever, and struggling with views. So the next thing I'd like to talk about really is just using your telescope and using it correctly. And one big step that a lot of people don't know about, especially new telescope owners, the importance of actually cooling your telescope down or acclimatizing it to the outside temperature. It is one of the most important steps. You can't you'll have no chance of getting any clear image if your telescope is not acclimatized. Now, you just simply leave your telescope outside, usually for about 25 to 30 minutes. I would add at least 5 minutes per inch up to that. I mean, with large telescopes, you can leave them out there for a good hour before they actually get acclimatized to the same temperature of what's outside. Because you see, when you store your telescope inside, all the air inside the tube is going to be completely different to the air outside, whether that's colder or warmer. Because if you live in a hot climate and you're using aircon, then you need to warm the telescope tube up to match the air outside. So all these little tips like that, like I say, will dramatically improve. Just doing that one tip actually may be the answer to why you can't get those clear views in your eyepiece. Another important factor for visual astronomy is where you set your telescope up. And it's important really to set the telescope up as far away from buildings as you can, such as your house, because what you'll find is buildings actually generate heat in the day, and that is going to be released at night, even though you can't see those this heat dispersion. Well, as soon as you start putting magnification on and your telescope's close to a building, you're going to get a lot of atmospheric turbulence, and again, this is going to really impair your visual views. So make sure you set your telescope out up a good distance from your house, so as far as you can away from buildings. Now, one battle that we all have to deal with, unfortunately, is light pollution. And again, this is a big factor, especially if you want to see those faint fuzzies, as I like to call them, the deep sky targets visually. Light pollution is always going to be a problem. But again, there's a few little simple steps you can do to combat this without spending any money at all. And one of them is, which I still do to this day, is to say if when you're setting your telescope up, there may be an annoying row of street lights, or there may be a neighbor's outside light that's shining onto where you want to observe. Well, it's a really simple answer. If you can, hang a sheet up, just like a washing line, if you like, and use a dark, opaque sheet. I still do this to this day. And what this is going to do is going to cast a shadow and cause a nice darkened environment where your telescope's going to be. This is going to dramatically increase your chances of seeing fainter objects visually. Now, of course, it's not always easy for people to string lines up. So another solution you can do, and this is probably even better, you do look a little bit strange, admittedly, but use a towel. You can actually get a towel, and as if you were going over a hot steam bath when you've got a head cold. You do the same thing, put the towel over your head in the eyepiece, and you're totally going to be blocking out any stray light coming in, having a nice dark environment in the eyepiece. And of course, you could do this with a hoodie as well, and pull a hood over the eyepiece. And like I say, this just, you won't believe the difference this makes if you do live in, like most of us do, quite light polluted skies. Now, there's one more little tip you can do to combat light pollution for visual astronomy. I'll just demo it on this little scope here. And what you can actually do is extend your dew shield. Now, of course, a dew shield is just something that we use to keep the dew off the telescope. But if you can just make a makeshift cardboard tube, paint it a dark color, preferably matte black on the inside. The longer this tube is, the better it will be. Now, your telescope just finish up looking a little bit ridiculous, but believe me, the difference this makes is quite incredible, because if you've got a lot of stray light coming into the tube of the telescope, all this is going to scatter around, causing bad contrast at this end. Having a longer dew shield, a makeshift dew shield, what in the actual fact what you're doing is you're pushing the optics way back down the tube, so any light that's scattering across the top will be dispersed and lost before it gets down to your optics. So there's just a couple of tips of really improving your visual side and getting those clearer views. Now, the other thing I want to point on that's really important, especially when it comes to the visual side, is using the right, using the right tool for the right job. And what a lot of new telescopes have in their head, and it's a big misconception, is that it's all about magnification, power, power, power. The more power they put on, the better they're going to see the image, or say it's the planet you want to look at. You know, you're going to slam on, say, 600, 700 power. Unfortunately, this is bad practice and it won't work. The truth of the matter is, I don't know many astronomers that rarely go above 200, 250 times. This is simply because what we talked about earlier about bad turbulence, bad atmosphere, and that's because we do live on a planet with an atmosphere, a very dirty atmosphere. And when you're using high magnification, you're also magnifying those bad turbulence as well in the night sky. So putting too much magnification on a telescope is a no-go area. So don't be putting a 3mm eyepiece with a 2x Barlow and things like that. I have heard some horrific horror stories like that. You'll find that your best views visually through any telescope is always going to be low to medium power. This is something like a 15mm eyepiece right up to maybe a 30mm eyepiece. And it's so important that you don't overpower your telescope. And you need a baseline to know whether you're going to overpower your telescope. And it's simple, really. All you've got to do to find out the maximum magnification of your specific telescope is just take the objective lens in millimeters. Say, for instance, it's 70mm, and then just double it, times it by 2. So 270s, 140. So now you know that your telescope maximum practical magnification is 140 times. So now you've got a baseline. Now you need to work out which eyepiece is going to magnify, or how much a particular eyepiece is going to magnify with your telescope. Now, of course, eyepieces will magnify different magnifications in different telescopes, and this is all down to the focal length of the telescope. So for instance, there's a simple bit of maths to do to get out so you know you're not overpowering your telescope and see where you roughly are with the power. You simply take the focal length and you divide it, you divide the focal length with whatever eyepiece you're going to use. So for instance, if your telescope is an 800mm focal length and you're using a 25mm eyepiece, well, 800 divided by 25 is 32. So you know that that eyepiece, that 25mm eyepiece in your telescope will magnify 32 times. So as you can see, you're nowhere near that maximum danger zone in any way. So that's just a little tip just to get to know your telescope a little bit better, because like I say, overpowering your telescope is not a good thing. It's not good practice, really. Now, every telescope does have a sweet spot, actually, and you'll find, but just by experimenting with different eyepieces and maybe combining with Barlow lenses, again, it's not advisable to go any lower than a 10mm eyepiece with a Barlow lens, and just find that sweet spot. Like I say, it's a little bit of experimentation, but you'll find it's low to medium power. Is that about my time, or are we okay for time? Yeah, we're okay for time. Okay then. Yeah, the other thing I want to just point on is deep sky. Now, deep sky visually can be incredibly challenging in a telescope of any size, really. But there's, again, some little important steps that you need to take to even stand a chance of seeing those faint fuzzies. And it's really important to get your eyes dark adapted. Now, this can take up to 20 to 30 minutes usually. And I can't stress the importance of that step. Don't think for any chance you're going to see any of those faint objects if you just come straight from indoors straight to the eyepiece of the telescope. It's just not going to happen. Like I say, 20 to 30 minutes before your eyes get fully dark adapted. So that means get yourself organized, you know, get the eyepieces that you're going to need. Make sure you're not going to be nipping in and out of doors, because as soon as you hit artificial light, bang, that's it. That's your night vision gone in an instant. And it's going to take you another 20 to 30 minutes for that to get back to the night vision. Another little tip you can do if you do have to go indoors, it looks a little bit peculiar, and if people see you, they'll say, what have you done to your eye? And that is just to cover one eye up, cover your observing eye up if you do need to go indoors, and walk indoors, get your eyepiece, walk back out. This means this eye is you know, not being damaged by light pollution. I've even heard of astronomers using sunglasses indoors, dark sunglasses, so they're maintaining that dark adaptation. It may sound silly, but it really is worth doing, especially if you're a deep sky hunter. Another little tip visually to find deep sky is if you can't quite, if it's just like this fuzzy blob in the center of the eyepiece and you're sure you're in prime focus, and you still can't see much detail, you can use a technique called averted vision. Now, this is simply looking out of the corner of your eye, if you like. It's a bit like bringing your hand till you can't see it, and then you slowly bringing your hand in. Now, I can see you, and I can also see my hand at the same time. That's your averted vision technique. And what you would do is you get the target in the center of the field of view, and then slightly look to one side of the eyepiece. Don't look at the target. Look to one side, like open space, if you like, and just get that deep sky target in your peripheral vision, and you'll be surprised how much detail you can see. Now, I'm not no eye expert, but I know it has something to do with the light rods in our eyes. They're very sensitive to low light, and it gets all them working. And it's a little tip and a little technique that you can try if you are struggling to find deep sky targets. Another thing you can do that sometimes help if you're not quite sure if you can see what you want to see is to just tap the telescope. It sounds a little bit strange, but believe it or not, just tapping the telescope and getting the image to just move a little bit can sometimes bring out, you can say, oh, there it is, and just bring out that faint fuzzy, as I like to call them, deep sky targets. And finally, I think what I'd like to point on is one big mistake. Again, we talked about overpowering your telescope. And this is something we're all guilty of. I've been guilty of it in the past. And this is not spending any time at the eyepiece. Now, what you'll find a lot of people do when you point your telescope up at a target, you look and you go, oh yeah, isn't that nice? Now, I spent about 3 seconds at the eyepiece there, and that's usually about the average time a person will spend at the eyepiece. And this is really bad practice. And this goes back to a primitive instinct we've got as humans. And that is, you know, we've got something really close to our eye. We want to back off and, you know, see what it is. And it can be quite hard to, you know, resist that urge of pulling back. But I really do encourage you to spend as much time looking at that object as you can. But you can't possibly do that if you're not comfortable. Now, I've done an entire video on this. I called it Comfort is the Key. It's the key to success of getting better views out of your telescope. Now, when you set your telescope up, it's important that the maximum amount of movement that you want to do is that. Okay, is just slightly nod your head, or if it was this way, like that. You don't want to be doing any more of that. You don't want to be creaking your neck. You don't want your neck to be twisted. You don't want to have your back cricked or your knees bent. You're not going to spend any time at the eyepiece observing like that. Now, there's absolutely no rules in the book saying what you can't sit down. That's exactly what I do at the eyepiece, is just sit down, get yourself comfortable. And that's the most important thing I can say. So if you just follow all these tips I've just done, from cutting down the light pollution, getting your eyes dark adapted, making sure the eye environment is well shaded, and certainly make sure that you're comfortable at the eyepiece, and you're going to enjoy the night sky so much better. Well, if I've got any more time, I've a few more things to say, but if I've used my time up, I'll hand you back over to our hosts. If you're speaking, by the way, we can't hear you. We can hear you now. We can hear you now.
We're muted. Okay.
You was muted.
Thank you so much, Jason.
Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Like I say, I don't know if I used my time up there, but.
Okay. Sorry, we were muted earlier.
No problem. Yeah, we couldn't hear you, but that's no problem.
Really hope Jason's expertise will help everyone enhance their visual observation this summer.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jason, for sharing. It's a fantastic sharing, and we hope this expertise help everyone to enhance their visual observation this summer. And now, right now,
no problem. Pleasure.
Is the sound okay? Is the sound okay for everyone?
Can you hear us?
Is the sound okay for everyone? You can type it. Okay. So let's continue. And thanks so much again for the Jason's sharing. And if you have any questions, we will leave it laterly, and laterly we will have a Q&A, and so our guest will answer the question. So now, second time is also our most important giveaway is coming. So please go ahead, Yui.
Okay. Okay, it's time for our second round giveaway. And the prize this time is our Svbony SV226, the filter drawer. As before, to enter the giveaway, just type SV226 in the comments. Okay, to enter the giveaway, type SV226, doesn't matter upper or lowercase.
Here's the second giveaway. And the second giveaway, we will draw our accessory, or must-have accessory for the astrophotography. This is our SV226, and it's a filter drawer. And for this drawer, you can adding a lot of the different filters. And in this drawer, these are most popular selling ones. And everybody, to please kindly stay tuned. And this is our second giveaway. And so before this giveaway, I want to make a little small advertisement. Our July's Prime Day already begins. It starts from July 8th to July 11th. So it will last 4 days, and it will be time for our of this year's sales and events in our Svbony Amazon stores. So everybody, if you have any needs or equipment, so please kindly to check our Svbony Amazon stores. No matter it's North America stores or our EU stores, we both have our Amazon stores. Thank you so much, and so go ahead for this time. Okay. This round giveaway.
Okay, let's start the countdown. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's check out who will be the last one for this round giveaway. Oh,
congratulations, Melissa from YouTube. Make sure to email us before July 15th to claim your prize. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for everyone's attending this round giveaway, and congratulations again for the winner this round, the winner, Melissa C. Thank you so much, and so don't worry about it, and we will have two rounds more of the giveaways. So please kindly everybody stay tuned, and we also have the sets of the beginner telescope and also the OTA for the next 2 rounds. Okay. Now we will invite to our second guest, the Seti Astro, for our deep sky astrophotography, and visual at the Seti Astrophotograph. Frank will introduce some tips and suggestions for this summer's astrophotography. So let's hand it over to Frank for this session. And Frank, welcome to Frank. And so let's Frank to say hello to everybody.
Hey everyone, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Frank.
Okay, right,
yeah.
Right.
No
Great. Yeah, so I'm Frank. I run Seti Astro. I don't know. I started that maybe only a year and a half ago, doing a little YouTube, and then started making scripts for PixInsight, and just helping processing with that. And it's really exploded since then. And I've created my own astrophotography processing software called Seti Astro Suite. And it's really taken on a life of its own, so to speak. So I've been doing astrophotography for about 15 years. Prior to that, I was in a submarine, and there weren't very many stars. So it was nice to get on land and start seeing the stars again. I've never been much of a visual observer, so it's quite the contrast to Jason there. And I also have some tips just trying to get into it. There's a ton of tutorials out there and guides on what to buy, what you're looking for. I'm not going to get into the weeds with all that. I want to cover some things that I think really aren't talked about, but are pretty important. So let me see if I could actually share here. Share my screen.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, can you guys?
Yeah. Oh, no problem. So I will share your.
Can you see it? I can't see on my end.
Yeah. I can see it. Okay, I will add it to you. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. So, starting off, probably the best advice I heard, if you haven't gotten anything yet and you want to get something, get the equipment you're actually going to go out and use. Don't drop $10,000 on a 200-pound behemoth that you don't intend on lugging out in the night sky. It's especially for your first one, it's probably going to be a small, lightweight setup that you could just take out. That's easy to get out underneath the stars with. The other really good bit of advice is, you're really going to be showing your friends and family all these pictures. They're going to be just as amazed of your picture of the moon or Jupiter as they are if you spent 100 hours and integrated the super long deep space image that took you weeks and then took you days to process. They're going to go, yeah, that looks nice, even though it took 100 times the work as it did for a nice little lunar shot. So keep that in the back of your mind too. And when you're starting out, really resist the temptation to target hop. You're going to be really excited. You got a camera and a telescope and you're ready to start taking pictures. You're going to want to take pictures of everything. And with astrophotography, the longer you actually expose on the target, the better that image is going to be able to become. So really resist the urge of trying to take 2 or 3 or 4 different targets in one night. It's okay if you spend a whole night on a target or a couple nights on a target. That's perfectly okay, and a lot of people do it. It's a long-term hobby. It's not a single night hobby. The next thing is kind of temper your expectations of your first few images. Here were my first few images from 13 years ago or whatever. This one of the moon is my absolute very first image. It's literally my cell phone held up to the eyepiece, shot, looking through it. I still think it's one of the cooler images I've ever took. It just looks like what you would expect out of a telescope, right? Deep space objects, they're hard, even with cameras. Jason was talking about those faint fuzzes, and you got to use averted vision and keep your eyes, dark adapted, and maybe bump the scope to see the things move a little bit. It's hard for a digital camera too. Your first few images, like here's Orion, you may not even recognize that as the Orion Nebula, right? It's just sometimes you're getting started. Don't expect those pictures that are on the box of the telescope. Those don't represent what you're going to be imaging. And that's fine. It's going to take you a long time to get those really stunning pictures. And I'm always just amazed, even at these early beginner ones, the excitement I see in people when they're taking these early pictures. They're photographing things, 100 million light years away. That's really cool for just in our backyard, being able to do that kind of stuff. I also want to say this hobby is for tinkerers and tweakers. So if you're not somebody that likes fiddling with things, astrophotography may not be your hobby. You will acquire all sorts of little things over the years if you're in this hobby long enough. There's going to be adapters. You're going to get a new piece of equipment and it won't fit your telescope, and you're going to have to figure out how to make it work. In the middle of the night, something will go wrong. You're going to have to go out there and mess with it. There's forums out there. There's a big community out here. We've all had these struggles. Heck, some of us might even have the weird little random adapter piece you might need, and it's a thriving community. Somebody might have the thing you really need anyways. So don't be alarmed and frustrated, because you will get frustrated. Under the stars, there's going to be mosquitoes. You're probably going to be sweating. The scope's not working right. It's okay. We've all been there. You're going to have to tweak it. You're going to have to tinker with it to get it to go what you want to go. The next really thing you're going to have to consider is, what do you want to take a picture of? Like normal photography, are you doing landscapes? Are you doing portraits? Are you taking macro images of insects? You're going to have different kit for all those different scenarios. Same thing in astrophotography. Are you taking pictures of planets? So this is obviously Jupiter. I took that with an 8-inch SCT. Are you taking a picture of the sun? Completely different equipment you need for solar observing, right? In fact, that image was taken with a Svbony guide scope for that sun. Are you taking deep space objects? That's going to be a lot more demanding on a mount, guiding, cooled sensors. Each one has its own peculiarities. So before you even jump into it, kind of decide up front, what do you want to try to take a picture of, and go down that route. And that's what I'm saying here. It depends on what you should start with. I know there's a ton of guides out there. What's the best beginner scope? What's the best beginner mount? Decide what you want to shoot first, and then start going down that route. Remember, the first equipment you're going to get probably won't be your last equipment. So it's okay to get the beginner gear and get used to all this stuff before you jump into anything bigger. There's a really huge used market out there as well, as people are getting different equipment and selling their old equipment. If you are on a budget, this stuff's not cheap, but there's a ton of it used out there. And it's really great that there's a lot more competition now than when I started 15 years ago. 15 years ago, it was like, are you getting Mead or Celestron? That was it. Now, like Svbony, we're here talking with them. They have a huge suite of things they didn't even have 10 years ago. And it really helped democratize the hobby out for everybody. So just know there's a bunch of different things out there. And like I said, a big used market. Another one is, for every piece of equipment out there, I bet there's a review of it. Somebody somewhere has made a video or a blog or some write-up on the equipment. So even before you get it, look out there. There's probably plenty of opinions, both good and bad, for the thing. And that's just something you're going to have to weigh. And the other one nobody wants to hear is, the mount is probably your most important piece in your whole astrophotography setup. It's the boring piece. It's the piece that does the heavy lifting. It's the piece that just moves the scope very slowly across the sky. But that's the thing you want to really invest in. You could take amazing images with a very budget-friendly telescope and a very budget-friendly camera if it's tracking really well on the sky and allowing you to take nice long exposures dependably all night. So the mount is really important. And
yeah. The process is a very difficult part, right? Yes, for me, yes, when I learned that there's so many softwares, and
there's a bit of software out there for processing astrophotography, beyond just acquisition. So there's Nina, Sequence Generator Pro, Onyx. There's a whole bunch of those. There's software for your guide camera. PhD2 is probably the most famous one. There's stacking software. We have Deep Sky Stacker, Cirrel, PixInsight, my software, Seti Astro Suite. If you're doing planetary work, there's PIP, AutoStacker. I forgot to mention Ostap is in there. There's other photography software you could use as well that a lot of people use, like GIMP or Affinity or Photoshop. So just as much of a learning curve as there's going to be actually acquiring the data and taking pictures of the night sky, there's just as much, if not more, you could learn about all this software. and how to use it. Some of it is free, some of it is paid for. So it's a matter of, I would start with the free stuff, right? Obviously, start with the free stuff, get your feet wet, and then if you feel like you're needing the jump to that next level, although I'll try to toot my own horn. I've been trying to make as much into Seti Astro Suite as I possibly can. I'm very active with it, trying to really bring all the processing I could think of into one location for everybody to use. So there's just a lot to do with processing. And like I was saying with reviews and stuff, there's a bunch of us YouTubers out here that are reviewing things. Here's just some for Svbony that I've done. I got here's the planetary camera right here. That was a great little entry level camera, very, very capable. The SV260 filter, and it's an amazing light pollution filter. I have it permanently in my imaging train now. It's great. And 10 years ago we were struggling with like neodymium moon glow filters and stuff, right? There wasn't this stuff back then. And then like I said about kind of entry level refractors, there's a bunch of good acros out there, which like I said, I'm not going to get into the weeds, but most astrophotographers wouldn't even consider acros for astrophotography. But I've always thought they were like narrowband secret weapons. You could take amazing narrowband images with a lot of these refractors out there, and nobody's like the wiser. They've always been brushing them off. So there's a ton of stuff you could do with a lot of the equipment. And finally, it's like, I guess not finally, but where are you going to show your images off at? As an astrophotographer, you're going to take a bunch of images. You're going to spend a lot of time trying to process it and get the image looking well. You're going to want to show people. So there's various things to do to go about that, right? If you really want, you can go build your own website. You can go on something like Astrobin, and that's like a repository to upload images to. You could also start a YouTube channel. It's just a lot of different things you could do out there, and just try to do something that you think will be able to showcase your stuff, even if it's emailing your family some JPEGs. Show everybody what you've been working on. It'll make it all the more meaningful for all the hard work you've put into it. And this is kind of what I really want to talk about too, is our amateur equipment now it's like professional equipment was 15, 20 years ago. It really is. The data you start collecting with your amateur equipment out of your backyard can actually have scientific merit. You'll start making your pretty picture, and that's okay. But then you're actually going to start calibrating it just like professionals would, with filter curves and all sorts of stuff. And then you could use the same data and scan your image for exoplanet transits, variable stars. There's just a ton of stuff that your equipment is actually measuring the night sky with every single sub-exposure it's taking. And you could use that data to help further actual science right now. There's a whole bunch of citizen scientists out there that are doing all sorts of amazing things from their backyards with their setup. And that is something that it just hasn't really been done to this scale before. So it's an exciting time to get into astrophotography. Like I said, it's really nice that there's a bunch of companies out there competing, which it helps us, the consumers, bring the cost down. And as our software is now catching up with all this hardware we have in our backyard, it's really going to help democratize just science out there for everybody to use it. And I think that pretty much covered what I wanted to talk about. So I'll turn it back over to you guys for the next raffle, and I'll be around for the Q&A.
Okay, sure, no problem. Thank you so much for Frank's sharing. A big round of applause for Frank's incredible insights. Thank you again. And with both guests have shared their expertise, and we want to thank Jason and Frank for bringing so much practical astronomy knowledge to our stream tonight. And that includes concludes our formal presentations, but I'm sure our viewers still have some burning questions. So for next 10 minutes, we are opening to the floor for live question and answer. So everyone watching here in the YouTube channel, so please kindly type your astronomy questions in the chat right now, and our special guests and experts will select and pin your questions to answer. So everybody, do you have any questions? Please kindly type in their chatting channels, and we will pick some questions to answer. I mean, we will have the questions, and for the SV5020, we will do it after the Q&A questions. Okay. Questions. Okay. This is from the Astronomy. The question for Seti and Seti Astro. And do you have the video more in depth about this topic?
I almost want to say which topic in particular. I have a plethora of videos on my YouTube channel. So I would recommend exploring that, just searching down and seeing if any of that is what you're looking for. I have videos covering everything from the images I shoot, how I processed them, the science behind them, to just just like a standard video showing what my rig setup looks like, to tutorials on how to process data. There's a lot of video content that I have out there covering a lot of this and a lot more math. I am a very technical person, so a lot of it may get even math heavy at times. You may just want to let that wash over you if you're not big into the equations, but there's a lot that I have. Oh, Jason.
The Seti Astro has the Frank has a channel of the name is the Seti Astro, and he has shared a lot of the reviews for the astrophotography and also some software how to use it for like the pixels and a lot of softwares. And if you guys want to learn further more deep details about the processing, you can follow the Seti Astro's YouTube channel, and it's Seti Astro. And so another question is for small optics for Jason. And what's the best telescope to see planets? So Jason, can you share some experiences for this guy?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch the question. What was it about the planets?
Maybe he is referred to some of our common seeing planets for like the Saturn or Jupiter. This kinds.
Okay, I get it. What's the best way of viewing the planets? Is that the question? Well, the main thing is, one of the most important things that I probably didn't mention before, if you do have a reflecting type telescope, that dreaded word collimation. It's so important that your telescope's in tune, because when we're viewing the planets, we're going to be using quite a lot of magnification, and it's no good piling on magnification if your telescope's out of collimation. Now, if you bought your telescope and it's new and you've never collimated before and you think it may be in collimation, think again. Do a little bit of research. It's not as difficult as what you may first think. It's not. It really isn't. It can be as complicated as you want to make it. Actually, you can actually collimate a telescope with your own two eyes. You don't need any tools. I'm not saying it's going to be absolutely spot on collimated, but you can certainly get it right. So that's the most important thing, is making sure that your telescope is in ship shape, and also follow all the little tips I've just said about acclimatizing your telescope. And another good thing about viewing the planets, to get the best views from the black planets, and I'm sure Frank will agree with this, especially when it comes to photography, make sure they're not low down at the horizon. You always want to observe the planets when they're as high as they possibly can be. Again, when we're looking at things low at the horizon, we're looking through thick, dirty atmosphere. Straight up, the ideal place that we want to point our telescopes, but unfortunately not all targets are there. So that is really important. And another little test as well that you can do with your own two eyes is make sure that the atmosphere is pretty stable, and you can do that by just observing how the stars are acting. What you want is a soft, undulating sort of pattern in the stars. If they're twinkling really, really fast, you know that the atmosphere is very unstable and you're not going to get very good views. So that's just another little tip, just to point out that you can actually test the atmosphere just by looking at the stars. So I hope that's answered your question. I think that's what you asked me.
Yeah. And thank you for answers. And so let's see the next question. Next question, I think it's for Svbony. So the gap asks our question, Svbony, will you have a dual narrowband oxygen 3 and silicon 3? Yeah, we will soon, because we have a filter series for like the SV260, and it's a multi-band, and we have 220. It's a dual narrowband for hydrogen. Hydrogen and it's the oxygen. This dual narrowband filters, and soon we will have a series for the dual narrowband filters and for oxygen 3 and silicon 2, and we will soon have this series narrowband filters. Okay, let's go on. And also there's an open question for
everyone.
What's your favorite constellation and stars? So it's a very open question. So who will be first to share? Jason and Frank, you want to share about
I'll go first. The favorite constellation. Oh gosh, there's many. I think it has to be Cassiopeia. It was the first one I properly recognized as a kid. It has a lot of nostalgia to me, and I couldn't believe that. I think it was my dad pointed it out to me when I was a kid, and he didn't know what it was called. He just called it the Big W, like we all call it. So I think it has to be Cassiopeia, just for pure nostalgia reasons, really.
Yeah. Cassiopeia, I think there's also a famous nebula in it. It's like there's some shape of like an eagle and something.
Yeah, there's lots to see around Cassiopeia. It's quite an interesting constellation, and of course you can use Cassiopeia to point to the famous Andromeda galaxy as well.
Yeah.
It's a good pointer, and this is where it goes back to where we're on about learning the constellations for the visual side of astronomy. There are signposts to the night sky. They're pointers to show you, and you can do with an old-fashioned technique called star hopping, but it's still just as good today as it were back then, to find our way and navigate the way around the night sky. I always say it's a bit like being dropped into the middle of a large city with no map and no compass. You're going to get lost, aren't you? So getting that little bit of knowledge is really, really going to help you.
Okay. Thank you. And the next question is for Christine and thoughts on astrophotography with Dobsons. So Frank, do you have something to share?
Yeah, well, you know, a Dobson's just a newt on a different base, but going back to planetary stuff, right? This is going to be a great opportunity for you to get good lunar imaging done, and then a lot of planetary work done, because you're going to be taking video instead of long exposures, so you could it could drift a little in your field of view, and that's not going to affect anything. And then the other one you may have a fun time with is trying to get double stars. There's a couple really nice, differently colored binaries out there that are just stunning, that you could do a very similar technique of just using video with a planetary camera to capture, and then you can get really nice, really stunning binary kind of shots with it.
Yeah. So for the Dobsons, it's more suitable for the planetary because it has a larger aperture size and the longer focal length, right?
That and they don't track. So you know you're going to be manually moving it and then letting your image float across the field of view, because you don't want to really be touching it to try to. It just jitters too much, right? So you're going to set it up and take your image with that. It does help that they're huge light buckets with big focal lengths, but that is all the more. It's all the more necessary than to climatize the dang thing. You're going to have a bunch of tube currents in that big sucker, so you want to make sure that has been out for a while to cool down to the night sky. And again, to Jason's point, you want the object to be as overhead as possible with the Dobsonian as well as any other telescope.
Yeah. Okay, let's choose. Sorry. One more questions, and let me check. So, it's a still question for Frank. So, Frank, are you planning on the adding the satellite moon removal as a script onto the picking side?
If you're referring to cosmic clarity satellite removal, that already is a script in PixInsight. So yes, it's done. If you're referring to something else, then I don't know what else. But yes, that's already a script. It has to interface with cosmic clarity, so you do need to download that. But it's in there. For satellite removal, I really don't recommend running it out of PixInsight, though. It's better just to run it standalone. That way it doesn't tie up PixInsight, because it's just a script in PixInsight. You don't need that program tied up monitoring a folder for you.
Okay, sure. And thanks again for Frank's answers. And there will be one more question for JK Chen. And I've noticed there are two purchase options for SV520. Do you recommend one of the with PL10 millimeters eyepiece? So I think this question is for Jason. Jason, you got the version of the SV520 and with the Astro eyepiece, the PL10 eyepiece. So what do you think?
Yeah, the 520. Well, I'm not sure, because I know that you changed it a little bit round, and you do provide Plossels now. Now, according to that question, there's one that doesn't supply Plossels and one that does. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. I think that the 520 just come with a Kellner and a Plossel. To be honest with you, I would always recommend a Plossel over a Kellner. There's slightly better eyepieces. They'll give you a crisper image. But like I say, the Kellner that is provided with the 520 is of good quality as well. And with it only being a 25mm, that's not going to be very demanding on any telescope. So it's usually just your higher powered eyepieces that you really want to think about upgrading first. Your lower power eyepieces, it doesn't really matter so much for them because, like I say, they're not as demanding on your telescope. But if you had to twist my arm, I would go for the Plossl.
Okay, thank you so much. And I think this one is for the big thank for Frank and for Jason's. And so we thank you so much for guys for sharing. And we will go to next, and we will thanks again for to our special guest today's share. Thank you so much for time, especially for Jason. I know Jason right now the local time for UK is right now is already 2. I think is already what's the time?
Yeah,
what's the time right now?
It's 3:43 a.m. at the minute.
Yeah, it's so late. It's so late. And thank you so much, Jason.
I'm an astronomer. I'm used to it.
Early time. So
no, it's been an
ahead.
absolute pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Yeah. So thank you so much, guys, special for 2 guests to invite here again for this share so many things and techniques and tips. And let's give them our applause. Thanks again thank you, guys. So go ahead, Yui.
Okay, we will be posting highlights from today's live stream to our YouTube channel, so you can revisit anytime. And now, moving on to our third round of giveaway. This time we'll be giving away our Svbony SV520 telescope bundle. Okay, to enter, simply type SV520 in the comments. Doesn't matter alpha or lowercase, SV520. Okay, and we will do the drawing after the countdown.
So this will be our third round of the giveaway, and this one will be this telescope here in my background. This is a totally setup. You can see there this setup had a very special design, and with the AZ mount and with a steel tripod, and this is a whole setup. You can with 2 eyepieces and 1 bar lens, and also 2 phone adapters. And this one telescope is 90 millimeters aperture size, and with 800 focal length. And so it's a very nice beginner telescopes, especially very easy to use and to fun starts, very convenient. And I think very nice and convenient for the beginners, and because it has a mount easier, it's much easier to use their AZ mount to locate the stars you want to see. And so a small advertisement here again. And during July 8th to 11th, it will be our Svbony Amazon stores Prime Day. And all will have very great deals during this Prime Day, and will be the lowest price of the year. So if you have any need, please kindly check about our Svbony Amazon stores, and you will get the best price of your gears. And so thank you so much. So go ahead with the
We'll
giveaway.
do a countdown now. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, who will be the last one? Wow!
Okay, congratulations.
Congratulations, Eduardo Campbell. And
make sure to email our Amazon store before July 15th to claim a prize. If we don't hear you by then, it's considered a waiver. And remember, we have one final round of giveaway coming. Okay. And now, intermission time. Because today is the first day of the Amazon Prime Day launch. So yes, we have the final round giveaway is the most epic one, the MK90. this is pretty much the best time of the year to get some really nice telescopes before the Black Friday sale. Now, please allow us to spotlight our Prime Day exclusives. So, like,
So we have prepared including telescopes. OK， 比如说没有看见这个名字。So we have prepared 3 categories, including you can see here telescopes, accessories, and spotting scopes here, and you can pick the links, click links in our live streaming description to get these items, and it will guarantee that products you purchase from the Svbony Amazon store during Amazon Prime Day will be the lowest price available online. And if you find any Svbony sold by another seller or at a lower price, please contact us, and our customer service support Amazon at svbony.com to claim a price difference for the difference refund. And first up is our astronomy telescopes. We prepared discounts our SV555 and also the and SV50 5050, and you can see my back end here. There are series of telescopes of the SV48P and the SV40 503, and also the I520. And you can see my friend here. Yeah. Again, somebody says that didn't see the winner. Here, the winner is a Adurdo and a Camboy, the 4 SV5020. Yeah, the winner is here. You can see. I can see somebody. Okay. Yeah, here the winner. Okay, let's continue. Okay. So here in my friend place, here you can see it's SV555. SV555. You can see this telescope here. This is our first launch of the passable structure sized Apple refractors, and its aperture size is 54 millimeters, and focal length is 250. And the focal ratio is 4.5, so it's a really fast for astrophotography because its focal ratio is only 4.5, and it's so because its aperture size is only 54 millimeters, so it's a much more for wider astrophotography, and because it's an Apple and it's a Apple chromatic, so the stars very clean and very sharp, and also it's a passable structure, so it has a built-in field flanners. So it's both for the DSLR lens, or you can use the astronomy cameras together again, and to do some astrophotography. So, and during the Prime Day, and the Amazon stores price will be go to. Let me show you guys. Yeah, and during the Prime Day, the price will be the $500 and $39. During the Prime Day, we don't only have the lowest price for this telescope, and also you can get there's the program get one free atom when you buy this, and you can get our SV241 and SV241 the power adapters and hubs together. And so anybody have any questions about these telescopes? Yeah, it's very perfect for the wide field astrophotography, and it's very portable one, I think. And you can see we have including this accessory for the handling bars, and also you can make the guiding scope here, and also we have the adding basements here, so you can add in the EEF the focuser here. And so we have the bundles accessories for EEF, so you can install it on it. It's installing on it. And so this is SV555 refractors. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure to speak with. Yeah, thank you again. Thank you again for Small Optics and for Jason. Jason, Small Optics. Please, everyone, if you want to learn more about for the beginner knowledge, please can to follow Small Optics, and he really helpful for your beginners to how to make the observation about the sky knowledges and a lot of things. Thank you again for Jason and to stay up so late. Thank you. Okay. Christine asked a question how to convert in official reseller in Latam. Bro, which country we're from? Sorry for my knowledge. I don't know which Latam located. Yeah, thanks again for Jason. Okay, let's continue. And so here's okay, let's continue here. And you can see this is a very nice version for the Apple passable structure sized refractors. And also we have some beginners telescopes, like just as I said, this telescope here. You can see there. This is our telescope for beginner telescopes for the SV520. I want to show you guys how we have some special design for these telescopes. And by the way, this telescopes, it has some special design. And also during the Prime Days, it have some. The price will be $199. So it's really low price, I think, because for this telescope, it's totally metal, including the main scopes. It's total metal. You can see here some is the metal, and for the azimuths, and it's totally metal too. And for this tripod, it's totally and steel-less metal, so it's very durable and sturdy. And also here you can see here there's a phone adapters. I think you guys will be asked why there is phone adapters here, and because you can use your phones and to clap here, and you can open your Stellarium or Starrock app applications and to install here. So you can see here, and you can install applications like the Stellarium and Starrock. Though this apps right now has most of the star finder apps has located stars, so you can use this to find the star much more easily, much more easier. And so I think this is a very good design for the new beginners, especially for new beginners. And also for this, we have the one eyepiece for 25 millimeters, so you can watch the moons. And also we have the eyepiece for 10 millimeters, so you can watch the planets, because this long focal length is 1,000 millimeters and 90 aperture size, so it can zoom in for very large times. And also we have 2 bar lens. So with this AZ mount, you can see that this AZ mount you can make some adjustment much more precisely, use the elements to make a smaller adjustment. And so I think it's a very versatile one. It's a very versatile one and versatile one for the beginners. And it's only $199 during the Prime Day. So everyone, if you are interested and make gifts for friends or family, I think it's definitely a very good choice. A very good choice, because this is really helpful and nice to the new beginners, because it's very easy to use and to looking at stars using the apps and with this as easy mounts. And okay, and also after this, I want to talk about you guys can see here. This is our SV520, and this is a 102 48p. This is the 48p. This is the 102 version. Oh, sorry, this is the 102 version, and also this is our classic SV503, classic SV503, and this is the doublet achromatics, and this is the doublet achromatics too, but it comes with LED glasses. Let's see. Okay, let's check out some questions. Thank you, Escobar. Your device is on top of the sky. Your IPs are wonderful. Yeah, we will talk about the IPs after these telescopes. Everyone, please kindly stay on, and we will have more products, and we showing off, and at last we will, please everybody to stay tuned. We will have the final OTAs MK90s giveaway, the last round of the giveaway for the final ones. So please kindly stay tuned, and I will continue to make some introductions to our telescopes. So besides the SV520, these are beginner telescopes, we come to the SV48p, and SV48p is our doublet, and it's also for beginners for OTA. Especially you want to make some DIY yourself. It's our beginning for OTAs, and you can choose for a visual version, or makes your visual version, or makes your astrophotography version. And this during the Prime Days are SV48p, and the price will go to, for 90 minutes version, and it goes to $199. You can see, and $199 for the version of the for the 90 millimeters version, and then for the 102 millimeters version, and the price will go to the $239 for the 102 millimeters version. And I think it's also very nice for no matter it's for visual and for the astrophotography, it's also very nice for doing some OTA and your DIY yourself by this one. And also somebody will use it for the refractors for narrowband filter. Narrowband filters, I think it's also for very budget gears for astrophotography with the narrowband filters. Okay, let's continue. And so we will come to our classic telescope of our SV503. The SV503 compared to this, the SV48P, it has a special ED glasses, and it's a very astro. The ED glass means astro lower dispersion, so it will have much less chromatics. So it's a perfect choice for beginners for budget astrophotography. And as Seti Astro have reviewed this one, this is SV503, just you can check their videos. And you can do very nice astrophotographies with the beginner's version for SV503. And we have the 7mm version and the 80mm version, and also 102mm version. And both right now, the price for 80mm version, the price with the ED glass version will be $359. $359 during the Amazon Prime Day. During the Amazon Prime Day. And also we have the newest version of the 70mm version. 70mm version, and it will be we have a newest upgrade version, and there will be built-in flatteners. So you can check our newest version. So and for our 102mm version, and our price will goes to let me check. Okay, let me. For the 102mm version, and the price will goes to $509. $509 for with the ED glasses. Yeah, with the ED glasses, and okay. And for an 80mm version, it's $359. Okay, let's continue. So let's get to this one. I think somebody want to make the perfect astrophotography. You can see here the set for the astrophotography. This is our SV550. And I think so far it's our best and budget telescope for Apple chromatic telescope. It's a triplet, and with a one super ED glasses, and it's a triplet, and so almost no chromatics for this version. So it's a very perfect choice for the deep sky astrophotography. You can see here, it comes with you can see that we're using a cold astronomy camera. This is the SV504cc, and with the IMX sensor of the Sony sensor IMX 405cc, and with the one times flatteners, and also with our gyroscopes. The gyroscopes is SV165, and also our guiding scopes here. Is a 905C. And during the Prime Day, the telescope's SV550 is only $570. $517 with this triplet refractors. And also you can see, guys, it's a very simple setup, and for the deep sky astrophotography, and I think because it's so small rigs, so you can portable one, you can take out for dark side to make a great astrophotography. And so let's see. Do you guys have any questions during the Prime days? And let me check your comments. Check your comments. 我看问题。Mike, do you know what's her shard speed? See you. 行，没事。Lawyer products and Svbony, you offer unique products for a very affordable price. Yes, thank you so much, Eric. Thanks so much, Eric. Yeah, we Svbony are dedicated to make more, much more telescopes for everyone can afford for the, especially for the astrophotography, or no matter it's visual or astrophotography, because you know, for astrophotography it will be very expensive. In previous time it's very expensive, but we are dedicated to make for everyone much more affordable, affordable price. So I'm planning to make straight out planetary photography. The best to have the camera and another guiding camera, and all have a camera that have the guiding it, or to have one camera that has guiding it. I think for the planetary photography, I think it doesn't need guiding cameras. You can use their no matter it's 305 or 705C. I think it's very good. Good telescope for planetary, because you can make more raw videos for AVI or something, some files to make the register. I mean 6 or auto start to make some stacking. I think it's very nice, because we have a lot of the products which can customers can use their SV305C or SV305 to make a lot of the planetary photographies. It comes out very good. Svbony, are you, Steven asked the question, Svbony, are you planning to market a hydrogen alpha telescope? Oh, you mean for the solar telescope? Yeah, right. Well, I think I will tell our product manager about this. I know these days day clock star clock is very expensive. I know. Everybody want to make their hydrogen of solar photography, but in current market, I think the hydrogen alpha telescope is very expensive, especially for this star clock. Maybe we will consider it. I will transfer it. Tell our product manager about it. Okay, let me check any questions. Oh yeah. After all my introduction, we will make the last giveaway for the MK90. Yes, I want. Yeah, here. Oh, sorry. It's dark out. Time to go check the TRCRB. Well, what's that? What's targeting TCRB? So let's continue. Here I want to introduce our products of our SV240. Sorry guys, let me have some waters. Okay, this one is a very powerful box. I think everyone already knows the power box, the 241. You can see here. Okay, this is our SV241 power box, and it's not only a power adapters. You can see it's also a power hubs. It's also a power hubs. You can see we have four DC ports, so you can connect to your not only, you can see here we have equatorial mounts. Here in my right side there are two equatorial mounts, and you can connect by your cables. You can see here. Let me show you. This is the DC cables, and the DC cables you can power supply to the you can see you can power supplies not only to the equatorial mounts, and also you can power your astronomy cooling cameras, and you can see you can power your Svbony cooling cameras, and also you can use their connecting the data transfer by these power hubs. You can see here, and connecting together with there are two 3.1 data transfer USB ports. So and you can also connecting to this guiding scopes, guiding cameras, and together with this one, so it will be a hub and also will be a power supply for both cooling cameras, equatorial mounts, and also dual heaters. You can also power up the dual heaters because we have another two USB 5 voltage and 2.4 amp to power your dual heaters. So it's a very power telescope accessories. If you want to do some cable management, you use so much more cables to connect to your PC or the WL box, but you can use this one to make all the cables management, and soon we will have a version of the remote control version for the PCs, and so stay tuned. We will have another table version. But for this one, will be always on one and two power supplies. And during Prime Day, the price is only $53. It's only $53 for these power adapters. So everybody, please kindly check about our Svbony Amazon stores about this. And so it's have a really great price here. And okay, the power hubs. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Besides this accessory and telescopes, I want to show you guys for cameras. This is our 105C, the 105, and this is our 705C. And for beginners, I think you can, especially for new beginners, I think you can try to for some cheap telescopes, cameras, astronomy cameras like this one. This is our SV105. Okay. And during the Prime Days, and you can see this is the sensor of the IMX sensor of the 307. Okay, wait a moment. Let me check about the our newest price. And for the newest price, it will only have the $52, and you can use a sharp cap. It can make the planetary, and also for also moon photography, you use sharp caps, software, and also for this SV505C, it's using the Sony sensors of the okay. 要看问题，不要这么快。The sensors of the SV705C, it has the IMX sensor, Sony IMX sensors F585, 585, and during the prime day, it will have very low price, and for this one, not only you can make some planetaries, but also you can make EAA for deep sky astrophotography, because you know, guys, the sensor is much larger. And it has about 72 million pixels sensors, and it's very sensitive because it's using the Sony IMX 585 sensors. And also for the telescope cameras, we also have the SV505C. It's using the sensors of IMX 294 sensors. It's a very large sensors, and I think it's the pixels is 1.2 million, 12 million. It's 12 million pixels, so it's a very larger sensors to do some deep sky objects. During all these cameras will have a very lowest price during our Amazon stores. So everybody, if you have any needs, please don't forget to check our Svbony Amazon stores. And okay, let's go ahead, moving ahead, and okay, 把那个标签去掉，把它放上面。So I will continue to introduction our here you can see I want to show guys about our azimuth mounts. Here you can see here in my back place. Here, this one is our SV520. It includes the azimuths of our smallest one, and of course we have much more payload capacity for this SV225. So, 各位帮我挪一下，把它往前面挪。Okay. This one you can see the azimuth here. This is our model, SV225 model, and the payload capacity is 10 kilograms, and with longer adjustment bars, stick bars. You can see here to make the small precision movement solution and slow bars, and it has longer bars. You can see make the out and azimuth adjustment. So, and it's totally metal, CNC metal, and right now for the Svbony Amazon Prime Day, it's only $139. $139, and the payload capacity can reach out the maximum 10 kilograms. 10 kilograms, and also with the tripod here, the steel-less tripod is our newest tripod here. It's the name. The model name is the SV225T. 225T, and right now it's also has in the price discounts, and its only price is for $93 for the tripod, and it's totally metal and a steel-less tripod here. So it's very sturdy and durable. This tripod here. Okay, let's continue. And next, I want to show you guys for the filters. You know, guys, to prevent the light pollutions, I think you guys can choose a lot of filters. You can choose. We have the SV220, SV240, and also SV260. And for the filters right now, the light pollutions, because we have more and more light pollutions, no matter it's in the urban place or rural place, we both will have some light pollutions. If you have the light pollutions, I think I recommend it for the dual narrow band filters, especially for the Bortle 8 or Bortle 9. It's very heavily light pollution. I recommend our SV220, S220s, and during the city you can get very nice pictures for the emission nebulars. And the 220 narrow, it's a hydrogen and oxygen, 7 nanometers wavelengths, and so it's very helpful for your urban places for prevent the light pollution and get very nice pictures of emission nebulars. And also for 294 to Svbony SV240, and it's our triple band filters. And if you for the 6 or Bortle level, I think you can use the SV240 because you can not only do some of the photography for dual narrow band filter, but also emission nebular, but also can do some reflection nebulars. And for the 260, I think it's very perfect for the galaxy. No matter it's galaxy or emission nebular or reflection nebular or something small targets, it's very nice for using the 260. And for price, during the Prime Day, the SV260, it will be $143. $143, and for 220, it's only. Let me check. 220 price. During Prime Day, it will have very nice discounts. Okay, for 220, it will the 2 inches one will have the $139, and for 1.25 to 25 inches, it will have the $80. And also for the 240 version, and for its 2 inches, we will have the Prime Day deals for $127. $127. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, so next, we have made a giveaway for the 226 before previously, and I want to show you guys how to using it. Because this drop filters is also most popular selling ones, very popular selling ones, and it has the threadings. You can see this one side has the threadings of the M48 and 48, so you can add into the any telescopes or with the M48, and this side you can change it to M42 threadings. Also, you can change it to M48 size, and it's a magnetic. You can see it's a magnetic, and it's totally blackened, so you can prevent the light leak. And in the center, you can put it at 1.25 inches, and also you can let me show you. And also you can make a 2 inches filters. So it's very easy to use for especially if we got the filters. Just simple and easy, and you can Astro install here like this SV555. Just install here in the backend here. Yeah, this. So you can make a filters, and you can the backend you can add in the Astro cameras here. Back place, you can let me show you. Yeah, this will be the astrophotography sets. You can see here. So during the Prime Days, and we have 24% off, and these few filters, draw filters drawers will be the primary price will be $42. And also for our visual guys, we have the sets of SV233 SV233 sets. Right now we have the sets of the SV223 233 model, and it has including 2 pulsar eyepieces and 1 barrel lens and 3 filters. And we have got the 10mm version, 6mm version, and so you can watch the planets. And the plus 12mm version of you can further you can see watch the moons with the 12mm version, and also totally metal the 2 times barrels, and also gets the moon filters and 2 other filters. One is the let me check. One is the ND filters. The ND4 filters can reduce the effects of the lights, the brightness and the glares, very much for ND4 filters, and also our 2. Sorry, this one. And also 82A filters. You can see if you want to see the planets, the details, you can using our 828 filters to get more the details of the planets like the Saturn or Jupiter. And for right now, the price is only $43 for our basic versions. And also we have the luxury version, and it's including much more sets, and including a total around 12 sets, with very nice carrying bags, you can see, and it's very nice to put down everything in your cables, in your carrying bags, and this carrying bags and very easy to store your products, eyepieces, and filters. So let's continue. And okay. Okay. And also we have some zooming eyepiece. You can see here in my place. We have a lot of the eyepiece of the zooming eyepiece, especially for the this one version. This is SV135, and also best-selling products. If you want to change your eyepiece and you don't know which eyepiece you want to use, I usually recommend this eyepiece. And this eyepiece is our SV135, and it's a 7 to 21 millimeters zooming eyepiece. So from 7 focal lengths and 21 focal lengths, you can change different level you want and to zooming different times you want. So right now during the Prime Day, it's only $39 for this 7 to 21 millimeters version of SV135. And if anybody have any needs about it, please kindly check our Amazon stores. It's only $39. And you guys, and also we have some accessories like the SV165. This is a version of the 40 millimeter version. Yeah, this one. And we also have a 30 millimeters version, and for 30 millimeters aperture size, it's only $30 during the Prime Day. $30 during Prime Day. And it's $41. And for this 40 millimeters version, it's only $55 during the Prime Days. And I think it's necessary for the astrophotography because for the equatorial months it have some backlashes for the equatorial months. So I think it's a must-have for the astrophotography to guide the equatorial months. Okay, at last. Finally, it's last. And after this introduction of this spotting scopes, and we will do the last OTS of the MK90s final giveaways for this one. Okay, you can see, guys, in my tables, they're a friend of the spotting scopes especially. This is our year's best-selling one version. This is their SV41 Pro. Why I want to introduce this one, because this one is a multifunctional telescopes. I think it's not only a spotting scope, in my opinion, because it has zooming for 28 to 84 times with this zooming eyepiece, and it's a Mach stove. You guess this which aperture size is it? It's an 80 millimeters aperture size, and also for SV550, this is also our 80 millimeters version of the aperture size. This refractors and just this telescope, this SV41 Pro, it's also a Mach stove telescope. So you can see it's very short. It's really short. You can see it's also the 80 millimeters version aperture size. It's very, very short because it's a Mach stove design. So you can use that for both visual, for the spotting scopes, for target shooting, or the observation for the daily. And of course, you can use that for the, I think for the moon visual observing. It's very nice because in the left side it has a dual do-it-help basement install place slot. There are the install slots here. You can install or do-it-help basement, so you can add in your 因为把那个 telescope 用下面给我。You can install or finder scope here with a do-it-help plan, so you can make it change it to a small telescope, just like the Mac stove telescope here. So you can change it, make it to this kind of the telescopes to watching, and make it as a astronomy telescope. It's okay. So during the Prime Day, the price will be the lowest price, and it's only $152. $152. So it comes with a table or tripods here. It comes with a table tripods. Okay, so this is our Maxstov SV41 telescope, and so we come to our classic SV28, and also this year we comes with a 100 millimeters version. 100 millimeters version. You can see here. This is a 100 millimeters version. Super large. You can see super large. Yeah, this is a 75 millimeter version, and this one is a 100 millimeter version. Very large aperture size for spotting scopes here. And for this year's Prime Day, this 75 millimeter version, it's only $47. It's only $47. And for 100 millimeter version, 不用搜。对。For the 100 millimeter version, you can see here, it's only $124. $124 you can get a 100 millimeters version of the spotting scopes here. You can see. So this during the Prime Day, it will give the lowest price during the Prime Day with this one, and only for $124 for the 100 millimeter version. So I think it's a very budget worthy for this one. If you can use it for spotting scopes. Okay, also I want to show you if you want to see the birds, I think, or animals and birds, I think they're our SV40P 406P. It's a very nice model because it had an ED and it had ED glasses and a very classical dual focusing adjustment. It has dual focusing adjustments, and it comes with ED glasses, so it has almost no chromatics. And if you are a bird lover and watching, you can use this one. And for right now, its price is only $329. So that's all the introductions of today's live streaming for the telescopes and telescope sets and astrophotography sets, visual sets, and Svbony accessories. And we still have a lot of the accessories, no matter it's barrel lens, eyepieces, and guiding cameras, finder cameras, and filters, and full adapters. A lot of the astro gears and telescope accessories and telescopes. So I want to advertise again. During our Svbony July 8th to 11th, it will be our Svbony Amazon store Amazon's Prime Day. And please kindly come to our Svbony Amazon stores to check about your gears you want. And we will give you best price during the Prime Days. So we will now continue to our last giveaways. Okay, go ahead, Yui.
Before we move on to the final round, just we'll spend a couple seconds to share the result from our SV520 again, in case anyone didn't see. This is our winner for the SV520 bundle. So Edward, in case you didn't already see, make sure to email our Amazon store before July 15th. This is our winner for this SV520 telescope bundle, just in case anyone didn't see the result from our third giveaway. Okay, moving on to our final round, we will be giving away this final most epic, this max top category MK90. To enter, just type MK90 in the comments. MK90, doesn't matter upper or lowercase.
在打 YouTube 看。
And we will start the drawing after the countdown.
Okay, for last giveaway, our MK90 is a master telescope, and it's an OTA. So if you got this one, you can make your own DIY, do it by yourself to assemble it. Do it whatever you like, and we will do for the last giveaway for today's live streaming. And so everybody type the MK90, and we will choose our last 把那个显示上来。 Okay, we will do our last the giveaway for MK90. I want to say again for last at our Svbony Amazon store will have the discounts from July 8th to July 11th, and will be the lowest price of this year. If you have any needs for accessories, no matter it's accessories or telescopes or the cameras or spotoscopes, you can come to our Svbony Amazon store to choose your gears you want. And so go ahead, please everybody to tap their MK90 for the last draw of their these telescopes. Thank you so much. Please type your MK90 and to get this one.
In case there's a delay, we will pin the winner comment just in case. We will pin the winner comment this time just in case. Just in case the screen is not showing up. Okay. Whoever's on YouTube, can you see the giveaway page?
And for my TikTok friends, please kindly come to our channel of the YouTube channel of the Svbony Optics, and to get the final giveaway during our software. Okay, let's just wait one more minute, because we also live streaming on TikTok, and our TikTok friends will come to our Svbony YouTube channel, Svbony Optics. I will repeat again. Svbony Optics of the YouTube channel, and to make the last giveaways.
Okay, is the screen still not showing up?
With a moment, I will show you guys again for the giveaway software. 太卡。 Wait a moment, I will share it again. Okay.
What we gonna do is we will do the giveaway drawing and we will pin the winner comment.
Please type it again.
We will no worries. We will pin the winner comment
Okay.
to our live stream.
Guys, please type again. Type up again. It shows up. It shows up. Please type up again for MK90. It's
no worries. We will pin the winner comment. No worries. We will pin the winner comment so you know who won the last round.
So it's MK. MK is for the big letters. MK. MK90, the big letters of MK90.
Okay, let's do a drawing after 10-second countdown.
So for I want to repeat again for our TikTok friends, please come to our YouTube channel to type their MK to our YouTube channel, our Svbony optics for final their giveaways of their live streaming.
Okay.
And it's a big letter MK90, big letter.
Doesn't matter. It's not case sensitive. Doesn't matter for lowercase. Doesn't matter. Okay, we will do the drawing after 10-second countdown. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. This time we will pin the winner comment.
Oh, it's
okay. Congratulations, Michael Stargazer from YouTube. Our 1 minute, Michael Stargazer. We will find and pin your comment.
And Michael Stargazer, congratulations, bro. Congratulations, bro. And it will so the final giveaway for OTA MK90 goes to Michael Stargazer. And at last, I will advertise again. From July 8th to July 11th, there will be our Svbony Amazon store Prime Day. Please kindly, if you have any needs, it will be our lowest price. Please kindly check our Svbony Amazon stores and pick up your favorite gears you want. And so. So we congratulations again for Michael Stargazer, and please kindly to contact us and before the July 15th, and we will send you arrange the shipment and the Stargaze. And thank you so much, guys, you to join us our Svbony. And please don't forget to follow our Svbony optics. Follow our this channel, and maybe we will do another time next time. Also, we will do some giveaways next time. When there is an event or something else, we will do again for the giveaway. So everyone, please don't forget to follow this channel. We will do the giveaway continuously, sometimes. For some big events. Okay. Congrats. We have pinned your comment. In case the screen is still not showing, we have pinned your comment. Make sure to email our Amazon store before July 15th to claim your prize. If we don't hear from you by then, it's considered a waiver. So thanks so much everybody for today's live streaming. Thanks so much, everybody, to accompany with us again for Svbony. And we at last you and I want to say thank you to everybody to stay up so late. And everybody will have a good night and have a nice day for you friends. For you friends, you have a good night and have a good day. And for my North American friends, you have a very great night. And everybody don't forget to check again. Last, don't forget to check about our Svbony Amazon stores for this Prime Days, and we will accompany you guys again together to this summer to explore our Milky Way. And thanks again, everybody.
Wish you all the best, and may your skies always stay clear. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes. Have a great day. Goodbye.